Hi, Candy Flames here today with another Yankee Candle chit chat and review, and today I'm talking to you about the Scenterpiece again. So welcome back if you've been here before, and if you're new to my channel then welcome. Pleased to have you here, thanks for dropping on by. Hope everyone's had a good week with all this stormy weather we've been having here in the UK. It's not been very bright this week at all. But anyway, hope everybody is well, and I'm going to jump straight into this. So I've actually done a review on the Scenterpiece before with these melt cups here, and I will link that down below. So if you haven't seen that, you can go and actually see my review on this. But today is more about experimenting. So I do like my wax melts, and I use these personally in a normal tea light burner, and I enjoy them. I use the 4-hour tea light, so I tend to get 2 uses out of one of these. I used to, when we had like the other shape wax melts, I used to cut them in half, but I find now I just pop a whole one in. I'll probably get 2 uses out of it. I have tried third. Some fragrances you do get, you know, a little bit more out of it, but the throw isn't ever so good on them. I know that we do the Yankee Candles brand do I think it's the Kensington and the Belmont in a wax burner that is electric, so you can pop these into that and use that. I personally haven't tried one of them, and if you have, let me know. But I wanted to try it in the Scenterpiece because basically of the timer. This Scenterpiece has a timer on it of 3 hours, 6 hours and 9 hours. And I'm thinking to myself, if I can put one of these on for 3 hours at a time and get at least 3 uses, which would be 9 hours out of it, I'd be really happy. If I had one without a timer, I know that I would put this on, get caught up in doing something else, or if I've got people around chatting to them, and if it was, like I say, didn't have a timer on it, I'd probably waste the whole wax melt in one go. So I like the fact that with this Scenterpiece it can just be put on how I want it to be put on, so I'm not wasting it, if you know what I mean. So today is going to be all about that. And it's just for my benefit. I just want to see if I can use these in here how I want to be using them. If so, I'm going to get one of these for my living room, and I'm going to start doing some wax melts in there. I love these Centerpieces, don't get me wrong, I really do like these. I'm just going to open it there so you can see. It's like the soy wax in there. And these are great, and they give 24 hours of fragrance, and I have had some that have gone on and I've got like 28 hours and more with these. They're fantastic, and they are very strong. They really are concentrated, and I will continue to buy these. This is not about me trying to find a cheaper alternative or stopping buying these. It's just that I also love these, and you can pick these up for a bargain price. I've picked up some of the Christmas ones here recently at 95p. I think the cheapest I've ever picked some of these up is for 50p, and I do like these. So I wanted to basically put one of them in one of these and try it out and see what happens, and that's what's going to be coming up. Okay, before that, just a quick update that I wanted to get in here. So I'm just going to take you around down here to the elevation down here. I have actually been in contact with Yankee Candle this week and spoke to somebody there on the phone who has informed me that this collection is staying. So despite the fact that it's not on the website at the moment, this collection is very much staying. So yes, I just wanted to update you, because before I was a bit worried and concerned with it being took off the website, and a lot of people were saying that Yankee Candle were going to do away with these, but no, I've had it confirmed that they're staying. So I'm really pleased, as I love these. Some of them misses, but you're always going to get that ones that aren't really for you or a bit too light. But most of these are hits, and there's sort of, I will be doing reviews on these in the weeks coming. There's some here that I just cannot live without. So yeah, I just wanted to update you on that. So let's get back to Scenterpiece here, and I think we'll go and pop this one. I've got one of the down there in the kitchen. I've got one of these that had the clean cotton in it, so I don't really need to give it much of a clean out. And I think we'll go ahead and get started and pop one of these in and go and put it in the freezer and see what happens. So I've just popped the lid off of this and going to pop it into my freezer here with my French fries. I'm just going to leave that in there for a little while and we'll come back to it and we'll pop it out. Okay, so just going to check on it now. Let's have a look. Should just pop out. There we go. Just pops out. That's been in there about an hour and a half because I've been doing other things. So yeah, about an hour and a half and it just pops out just like that. Right, so I'm going to try it out now. I've got here the old, I've washed this, but it did have clean cotton in. And I'm using the clean cotton wax melt here because I know how well this one threw and what to expect from it scent wise, and we'll see how we get on. So let's just pop that out, pop it in there. I don't know how long this is going to take to actually melt because the melt cups, they take around about half an hour to liquefy, and I'm not sure how long this one's going to take to melt. Obviously this is a low wattage, it's 14 watts, so it is going to melt it a lot slower, but we'll see. So I'm just going to pop it on there for 3 hours and we'll come back in half hour and see how well it's doing. So here we are at the half an hour point. I'm just going to have a look in there, and as you can see it's completely melted, so I'm pleased with that it has melted in the half hour time frame. So I'm going to come back to you in 3 hours, let you know how it's going, but at the moment I have a really good throw. It's about the same throw as I would expect from a wax melt, what you would get in my normal tea light burner. So I'm really pleased with that. And I'm going to see how it does. What I'm looking for, I know that it's not going to give me the throw that I get from a melt cup. It's a different wax in the melt cups. It's like a soy wax and they are very, very strong. So I wasn't looking for that. I was just looking to see if this would melt my wax melts in here, and I'm looking for 3 separate usages from it. So 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, giving me 9 in total. Can I get that from a wax melt that usually only goes up to about 8 and still get a decent throw at the end? That's what I'm looking for, and it's just handy to be able to put them in here and put them on a timer for 3 hours. And just to see that they actually work in here, because I had heard somebody said that they won't melt completely in here, and it definitely has. So I'm very pleased with that. So yeah, I will come back to you after 3 hours and let you know how we're getting on with the throw and how it's going. Okay, so I'm back and it's been 3 hours now. So it's just turned itself off and the wax is still liquefied there. But it's been 3 hours, and I have to say that it was really strong actually. I said at first that it was the kind of strength that I would usually expect to get from a wax melt if I had it in the normal, like my tea light burner, but I think I'm wrong. I don't know, it just seems stronger, really, really strong. And it was going round like the whole house. So I'm not sure whether it's because I know that this is a 14 watt, this one, and that's quite low, and so it melts it slow. I don't know, but I actually think it could be stronger than when that doesn't make sense, does it? How can it be stronger than when it is in the tea light hand? I don't know, but the whole 3 hours has been consistent and it's just gone around the whole house. It's been beautiful. So I'm going to turn it off now, and well, it's just gone off itself because it's on the timer, and I'm going to leave it for a while and let the scent disappear, and then I will be putting it on again for another 3 hours, and I will keep doing this until I've been about 9 hours in, and then I will come back to you after that, like I've done 9 hours, and I will let you know if I'm still getting the same scent throw and how it's doing. I am going to try and put it on again and see if I get anything out of it from putting it on, like, so it would have been total 12 hours out of one wax melt, just to see and see what the throw's doing. But yeah, definitely worked. Really happy with it. And like I say, I did have this fresh cotton one, clean cotton, sorry, in my bedroom before. And the smell, very, very strong, because it's like one of the strongest ones. I love this one, this clean cotton. It's so fresh, isn't it? But although it was really, really strong and it was in the tea light burner, I don't feel it went completely all around the house like this did. But I don't know, it can't make it any stronger than what it is, because, you know, it's got a certain amount of oils in each wax melt, and they can only be a certain amount of strength. But it just seemed to be going everywhere. So really, really pleased with this. And like I say, I'll come back to you after the 9 hours. And in fact, I'll come back to you after 12 hours and I'll report back to let you know what it's been like. So just a quick update here. I am now currently in the 12th hour. This is the 4th time I've had this on. I put it on for 3 hours at a time, as I said, and now I'm coming up to the last part, so it's now in its 12th hour and it is still throwing. And it is weaker. Obviously, it's like when you use a melt cup, it's got 24 hours usage on it, but it can go for longer. Obviously, the more you get into that melt cup, it does start to weaken a little bit with the strength. But this is the 12th hour. I cannot believe it. And it is still throwing enough that this is my hallway here, and this is reaching into my bedroom and going down the hallway still. So like I say, it's not as strong as it first was, but it's still there, and it's still there enough that if you had this in a room with you, like I'm going to be trying these out and put them into my living room, and I think if you had it in your living room and now on the 12th hour this was you know, melting away in there, you would still be getting a throw off of it. You'd still be able to smell it. I am really surprised actually, because I've only ever used my wax melts in a normal tea light burner, and I use the 4-hour tea light. So I light the candle, let it go for 4 hours, then maybe the next day or a couple of days later I'll light another candle and let it go for the next 4 hours. I have tried before to light it on a third go, but not really got much from it. This is consistent and I'm loving it. I am not going to be using a tea light burner to be melting my wax melts anymore. I'm going to be doing them in here. So I'm now going to move on to doing the Votive and trying with that, seeing how that goes. But I have a feeling I could put this on for another 3 hours, taking it into the sort of 15 hour, and that you probably would be still getting something from this. So I'm really, really pleased. And yeah, I don't know whether, you know, other fragrances that are a bit more lighter would be the same, but I'm pleased. This has, you know, exceeded what I expected it to do. Like I say, I'm actually going to purchase another Scenterpiece, I think, to keep in my living room so I can use these in there. My only concern is with the melt cup. Oh, sorry, my light's just run out there. I have to go and put that on charge. My only concern is with the melt cup, and that is that, you know, it's only designed to go with these melt cups for a 24-hour use. I presume, obviously, they've tried them out at, you know, doing more hours on top of that. But how long, you know, have we got out of one of these until it starts maybe to crack or wear and tear on it? That's my only concern. So I would like to sort of, I've got quite a few melt cups and I would like to have a couple of them on the go. And I think you just have to watch out for that and just check for signs of wear and tear, because they're not designed for continuous use. And obviously if I'm going to be using these wax melts in there, I want to be using these quite a bit. So yeah, any comments down below that anyone that's done this and how it's been for them. But I'm now going to move on and try it with the little Votive, and that's going to be in the clean cotton as well, and we'll see how that goes. So let's go and do that now. I'm back with the candle Votive, and I'm just going to pop the bottom off here, and it should have come off and I should have been able to pull the wick through, but we'll just pull it from the other side here. Just pull in, there we go, and just pull out the wick. Okay, and now we're just going to try and gently put the knife in there, and it should roughly, there we go, Just go into half, roughly half. Okay, and I'm going to pop one of them in now and see how long we get from one of them. So back we go again, just popping this one in the freezer. This is the wax melt, a lot smaller. I'm going to come back in about half an hour and see if I can pop it out. So there it goes, back with me French fries, and we'll check it out in half an hour. So just going to check on it now. Oh, it's a bit blurry, there we go. It's only been half hour. So, oh, it's actually cracked. Let me get that out. Out over here. Yeah. There we go, that's only been in there half an hour. So I've just let the cup come back to room temperature before I put it in here. Popped in half of the Votive and as you can see, switched it on there for 3 hours. But I will come back to see how this one's doing in half an hour. So the wax melt completely melted in half hour, as do the melt cups. So we'll see how this goes. And they're roughly the same grammage in wax, which is why I've done it like this, half of the Votive candle. One of these is, as you can see on here, 22 grams there of wax. And these Votive candles are 49 grams, so half of one of them. It's roughly around the same. So yeah, I'll come back in half an hour and hopefully the budgie won't be making so much noise. And I'll let you know how we're getting on. Okay, so just a quick one here. So I hope you can see with the lighting, because we're currently sort of in some storm at the moment here. As you can see, I think I've made a mistake here. So it is melting. You can see there is liquefying. Look, we're getting there. But I think what I definitely should have done, because we're at the half hour point, the wax melt and the melt cup have all liquefied by now, and this hasn't. But I think it's my fault. I think I should have chopped this up perhaps into 3 little bits and put it in, and I think it would have liquefied by now. So yeah, that's a lesson I've learned. So I will come back to you to see how long it actually has taken to melt like this. Yeah, so I'll be back soon. So again, sorry about the lighting, but I hope you can see. It has all now melted, it's completely liquefied. We're at the 45-minute point, so this has taken 15 minutes extra, but I do think that is because I didn't chop it up and make it in smaller pieces. I can smell it, the throw is okay. Yep, pretty good. But I'm not gonna lie, it just doesn't seem to be as strong as the wax melt or the actual melt cup. So we'll see. I'll come back now at the 3 hour point and let you know how we're getting along. So I'm back at the 3 hour point and yep, all is going well, really good throw. It's going into the bedroom, down the hallway. So really pleased with this. I'm not going to come back now until probably the morning. I'm going to carry on doing this and I'll come back and let you know how long it's been going for and how the throw is and yeah, and my final thoughts. So back again, I'm currently going on to the 12th hour here with it now, and I have to say I'm not getting much throw at all. Have asked other members of the family and they've said the same, that there's barely any smell coming from it now. So the Votive, and this is only sort of, yeah, coming up to 12 hours. You can smell it, don't get me wrong, but it is not very strong now. Just wanted to show you here another quick way of getting rid of the liquefied wax. I just pop in a couple of cotton pads here, which help to soak it up. And then some kitchen roll. Just leave that all to soak up a little bit. Okay. You can see that that's nearly out of there now. A couple of wipes around with this, and then it's up to you really whether you give it a clean out with washing up liquid in the sink. Oh, we've got some bits there getting where they're solidifying again. But you can see there, a couple of bits where it's solidified. Hold on, let me get them out because I want it to come out clean now, just to show you. And then I will wipe down, obviously, my worktops afterwards. Flicking it everywhere now. No, I will wipe down my worktops, don't worry. Right, so there we go. You can see that it's come out and it's all clean. Just give it a quick rinse around now. Yeah, so that's another way to get your wax out if you're in a hurry. If you want to change your scents quickly and you don't want to wait for the freezer. I mean, I have to say the freezer can take anywhere between sort of, sometimes I've only put it in 10 minutes and it'll just pop straight out. I do find the freezer a cleaner way. It removes it and it seems to remove all the residue with it. But if I was in a hurry and really wanted to change my scent quickly, then I would probably do this method. So as you can see, I'm quite impressed with how things went. I won't be replacing these because I love these. You get a really, really strong smell from them. The writing on there, by the way, is so I can see how much use I've had from one of these and I know when it's coming to the end of its life. I will put a blank sticker on there and do the same when I use them tubs for these wax melts. I will definitely be buying one of these for the living room and I will be burning these wax melts or melting these wax melts in there because I'm really impressed with how it went. I probably won't be doing the Votives. I didn't feel that that went down as well. I wasn't getting a strong throw from it as I was from the wax melt. It also didn't seem to last as long. I know I made the mistake of not cutting the wax up there and probably you could put the whole candle in, you know, chopped up. But I just felt it was a lot of faffing about and I wasn't getting the results I was getting from the wax melts. So I'm glad I tried both of them, but the wax melts is the way to go for me. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that. So that's it for me this week. You know, coming up, hopefully we'll have some more for the Sakura collection. They'll be released for the summertime, but they will come out a little bit early. I've got them 3 here that I've already done a review on, but yeah, they should be out. I don't know, I'm hoping that they're going to come out around sort of April time, maybe May, but April. And we'll just have to wait and see. And obviously I've already got the chocolate eggs one here, which has been confirmed for Easter. They're bringing it back out again. I personally love this one and I haven't done a review on it, so I will be doing a full review on that for you, obviously when it comes to Easter time. And then basically in between I'm going to be doing a review on some of these because I'm telling you now, if you haven't tried these, you really do need to try them. They're a great candle. They're not something I'm going to be collecting, although it looks like I've got a few here, but I'm just enjoying trying a few of them out. So yeah, this is just a few here that I've kept down in the hallway. I've got more in the living room and the kitchen, but yeah, just a few of my candles here to show you. But I shall leave you now. Hope you have a really, really good week. Hope that this sort of little experiment I've done today with the centerpiece has maybe answered a few of your questions and helped you out. And I will be back next week. So have a safe week and I will see you then. Bye!